Creek Road, where sins get set afloat. Washed by the one in your eyes. Baptized.
Baptized was born at that same place in Alabama. I tried to put all these songs together that we wrote down there because I wanted to call that section of the album The Dirty South, because it's all written in Alabama. It almost made it, but chicken shit just didn't really work out. But I've never really been good at writing love songs. Dan is the king of writing sexy love songs. I mean, he's a sexy loving man, you know, so naturally. But this song was also inspired heavily by listening to Mac Miller's stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember there was a couple testy moments writing this there was a couple testy moments writing this song. One was the bass line that I really felt like needed to be something that it ended up not being, and you guys waited till I was on my run and had Luke play the bass line
That one
while
bit.
I was gone. That one, was it just the one little bit, which he killed?
Ba-bum.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out, like, how do we get a little bit of Dr. Dre,
Yep.
you know, in this song. And so you guys did that while I was gone, which I appreciate, because it would not have been as cool had I been allowed to stay there and manipulate it. But also, when we wrote that song, remember we were trying to figure out that one line for Forever. We had pretty much had the whole song wrote. And one thing, I'm ADHD, but one thing I really love about this song is it's like, to me, it really captures the show me, don't tell me kind of thing. My buddy Taylor Goyette told me this the other day. He was writing with somebody and they said to him, show me, don't tell me. And it stuck with me. But this song really, I feel like, takes you to where this all takes place, if you want to imagine that. But after we wrote it, there's definitely some religious reference in the song Baptized. And, you know, we're men of faith here. There was a little bit of like, did we go too far with...
Lyrically.
Yeah, lyrically with
definitely
this song.
some tension.
I can't
I was
remember
feeling-
exactly, but after Dan went to bed that night, you know, me and you weren't all about it at first, right?
I mean, we definitely had a lot of fun making the song, and
But you thought we needed to dial it back a little bit.
yeah. And, you know, I was in the moment,
Yeah.
overreacting a bit, but I just got really in my head, spiraling about it, worried about being blasphemous. And
Sacrilegious, yeah.
I mean, I get it, man, you know, but also it's, you know, I'm a believer, but that doesn't, I definitely am not always Christian, you know, and sometimes it's just, I think it really paints a beautiful picture. And at the end of the day, like, in our beliefs, like, the main thing is love. It even says in the Bible, you know, with one word, you can sum this whole book up. Love thy neighbor as thyself. And in this case, I was loving my wife. But, you know, I feel like if the words are there and it comes together in a way like Baptized did, and you come out with a song like that, I feel like, you know, obviously he had a part in it. You know, he's who gave us our creative nature, and I don't feel bad when I sing that song. If anything, there's at least some religious reference in my music, you know.
Right.
But I understood where you were coming from, for sure. I'm forgetting something though. What was the line in the song that we were trying to figure out?
Was it the tempt and try and tantalize and proof?
No, but I loved using tantalizing.
I can't
in a
believe you
friggin-
sang tantalizing.
That's such a big
Yeah.
word for a hillbilly. It worked though.
Is that the only country song with the word tantalizing in it?
Possibly.
Probably.
I was an English major. I failed, but, you know.
You tried.
What? But there was a lot of course, if this ain't heaven on earth, not sure what heaven is worth. I damn sure ain't in a hurry to get there. If there ain't moments like this, lost in the rush of your kiss, found in the touch of your skin out somewhere. Down that same Wild Creek Road, where sins get set afloat, washed by the one in your eyes.
I think you were fighting that.
Well, I can't remember if it was me or Dan or whoever came up with that originally, but it was the only reason I was fighting it was because it sounds like you're saying one instead of want. So I try to emphasize the T when I'm singing it. I don't know. I thought that line really pulled the idea together. It was really cool. but what I wanted to capture in that song was this moment I had with my wife one time when we were at my mom and dad's house. And you get married, you have the kids. After you're married for a little while, when mama gets the feeling, not my mama because that would be really Kentucky of me, but no, your wife gets the feeling, you take advantage of it, or it might not come around for another couple weeks. And that night, we were staying at my mom and dad's house. Their room's right across from our room. Mama had the feeling, got to figure out where to go, to have a bonding experience. And so we went where I got baptized. And funny story, where I got baptized, there's some cows in the field right over there. And they were mooing. They were moving back at us. So when we made the video, I made sure that Josh over here behind the camera has one little clip of some cows in the video, just as a joke to my wife. I don't care. Tell this story. Put it on here. I don't care. Whatever. But the funniest part of this whole song was making the video, because I got the idea of doing this backseat, out in the woods scene with my wife and my old Galaxy. So I called Josh. I was like, hey, man, I want to basically make love to my wife in the backseat of my Ford Galaxy, and I want you to video it. But we'll keep our clothes on, for the most part. I think she took my shirt off, right? She took my shirt off, yeah. But so Josh is all like over the back seat, just videoing, and me and my wife are back there making out and shit. The hair and makeup girl, Charlotte, she's over there just like, what in the hell have I got myself into today? But the video turned out really cool.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I love it. I love that we went black and white with it. It's really nostalgic, and I was most worried about my in-laws, like seeing the video. I was like, oh God, how are they going to receive this? But they really liked the video too. Yeah. I think that it came together really well. I'm super proud of that song, and that song's definitely an experiment of getting off of the beaten path of like classic rock, country that I grew up in, and explore more of the hip hop and R&B vibes that I also enjoyed, as I was learning.
I mean, it started with some pretty jazzy chords.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the sonic birth of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of jazz in the record, I feel like we're always like the 2 over, or is it 2 over 4 or 4 over 2 in Winning Horse? That's Winning Horse,
you're talking about the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all, that's another thing. Like, there's like these 4 or 5 chords that are like the template for hit songs in the world and have been since the 70s, but I feel like we're always trying to reach out and see if there's something a little more interesting we can do chord progression wise. Your buddy Sean,
Hackinson, yeah.
He really that was like his favorite song for Baptized. Did he run a?
It was on his Iron Man playlist, and so that Forgotten Man were both on there. But it was actually funny just the other day, and he'd been listening to Baptized since it came out. What was that? Is that like last March or something?
I think so. It was last spring or summer sometime.
Yeah, but he's been listening to it. But he called me yesterday or day before and said, hey, you know what, I've been listening to Baptized, and I've always liked the song, but I just kind of really, I guess, listened to it all the way through for the first time. What a beautiful love song.